this edition of Go Yachting, we take you on a Pan-Asian tour of sailing events, starting with the Sailing Arabia Tour 2012, a six-leg tour of the Arabian Peninsula, starting in Bahrain and finishing in Oman, taking in Qatar and the UAE along the way. Then we head for Australia for the 2012 Etchells World Championships. A highly competitive field of 75 boats compete for the world title. Finally, we arrive on the tropical island of Samui for an update on one of Asia's favourite boutique regattas, the 2012 Samui Regatta. In early 2011, Oman Sail established the first international sailing regatta that joined together with the nations of the Gulf in a competitive race around the region. Sailing Arabia the Tour was born. 6 teams took part in the first edition of the tour. The Bahraini national Layla Mohsin, sailing on board Team GAC Pindar, was amongst the teams taking part and the first and only offshore female sailor to take part in the race. The 2012 edition developed on last year's success with a total of 8 teams, including the first all-female team and the sailing celebrity Di Kafari. Members of the 2011 winning team, Team New Caledonia, returned to compete this year alongside teams from Bahrain, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE and France. The 2012 route traversed the Arabian Peninsula, starting from Manama in Bahrain and ending in Muscat in Oman. 14 days, 4 nations, and 760 nautical miles of sailing. All of the teams raced one designed FAR 30 boats, meaning skill and teamwork were all important. This was evident with the close racing throughout. Tactics played a very big part. The aim of Sailing Arabia the Tour was to establish a course that would complement events such as the Tour de France à la voile, making Oman and the Arabian Peninsula a legitimate winter venue in the world's sailing calendar. The route is stunning. Stopping at 7 marinas along the way, each leg offers a diversity of sailing experiences and challenges, mixing passage races with in-port sailing. Prepping the boats and crew at the start of each leg is essential. Send-offs from the crowds really set the crews on their way. Daytime starts produce some exciting start line action. As races progress, teams spread out, opting for different tactics with the hope of gaining a jump on the others. Despite attracting global sailing events in recent years, such as the Extreme Sailing Series in Oman, the Arabian Peninsula is relatively unknown for its sailing. Sailing Arabia the Tour aims to put the region on the map, showcasing the unique sailing conditions and stunning natural scenery that the Gulf has to offer. Even the marine life played its role. As day turned to dusk to night, tactics became important. Crews attempted to gain places in the dark. A first for the tour, the all-ladies team, was skippered by record-breaking round-the-world yachtswoman Di Kafari. While attracting plenty of attention from the media, the team also put in a good and consistent performance, just missing out on the podium with a 4th place overall. The success of the 2012 tour was evident, with skippers and crews having enjoyed the sailing, competition and the camaraderie.
I'm so happy, I'm so proud of myself, I did it.
You're going to make friends, you're going to meet people, you'll be on TV. It's just a fantastic place sailing.
We are enjoying. The best thing is fun, enjoying to race, and the good thing we get experience, and that's it.
Fantastic adventure for us, and we are happy to win all the SAT 212.
Thanks to Oman Sail and to the other initiatives going on in the region. The sport of sailing is growing.
The wind was difficult, tough to race, and the sea stage was tough, so I enjoy a lot this race. Much more than last year actually. Even last year we won.
It is very important for the Arab nation. It is very important to be one of the international sailors.
I've absolutely loved the event, and we all admitted that we're all really upset for it to be over. This is the end and it's come around too quick.
At the closing ceremony and prize giving, sailors mingled with fans, future sailing stars and VIPs who came together to celebrate a successful 2nd edition of Sailing Arabia the Tour. The 2012 Etchells World Championships welcomed 74 boats and crews to the waters of Sydney, Australia. Organised by the Royal Sydney Yacht Squadron, conditions were a mixed bag over the 6 days, with racing having to be cancelled on day 2 due to large seas and heavy winds. A variety of crews took part, including past champions and seasoned sailors. The Etchells fleet are trying to encourage more young sailors. This was evident at the Worlds, with 2 12-year-olds amongst the international crews. After an intense 9-race battle, the podium places went to 3 Australian teams. With the sailing pedigree of John Bertrand, Tom Singsley and David Giles of Team Triad, it was never going to be easy. But the hometown team, Iron Lotus of Tom King, Ivan Ween, David Edwards and Owen McMahon, came out on top to take the overall win and be crowned 2012 Etchells World Champions. The boutique Samui Regatta, one of the most popular tropical regattas on the Asian circuit, is readying up for the 2012 edition with some new old hands on the helm. The regatta's principal race officer for many years, Simon James, has taken over stewardship of the Samui Regatta for 2012 and the future. In 2011, the regatta celebrated its 10th anniversary, and plans for this year are to continue the popular traditions of a beach-based regatta headquartered at long-term host Centara Grand Beach Resort, Samui. Samui Regatta traditionally attracts a good turnout from Hong Kong and Singapore sailors together with Thailand-based boats, and a strong lineup again is expected. No doubt the regatta will continue to grow from strength to strength, and its popularity soar as the new old hands of James steers it through its next decade.